Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Zach with Money Pit RC. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a brushless system that is small, fits with the stock motor mount. So this is going to be the first video in this series. We're going to start a new series called Trying RC Products So You Don't Have To. Trying cheap RC cars, or trying Chinese RC products, cheap RC products. I don't know the name yet. We'll figure it out eventually. I'm gonna go and try to find either the cheapest stuff I could find, mainly anything from China, which is cheap, or just really no name brand stuff. It doesn't have to be just SCX24. It can be a whole car if it wants to. Brushless motors, links, anything. Leave a comment down below what you want to see next. In this first episode, we found a brushless combo. It's made for the SCX24. It's tiny. It's supposed to fit in the factory location. Barely any modifications needed. What more could you ask for? We're going to talk about these things. We're going to run it. And then in the end of the video, we're going to let you know if you should buy it or not. A lot of these things are probably not going to buy, but we'll do our best. Try to cover as much as we can. Let's jump into it. If this doesn't scream Chinese, I don't know what will. I did not look at this. I will say that it was $20, around $20. Information about this system. This is the AM32 ESC. I don't know if you saw Trey's video. The budget ESC that he made a video on that you have to like wire in yourself. This is already pre-wired. So it's basically the same thing. That's why it's so cheap. There's some specs if you want to read about it. Very small. I do like this. Very small, very straightforward, very easy. Battery, receiver, motor wire. That's all you need. Simple. I can never open these bags. Some screws. Holy cow, dude. This thing is tiny. This thing is tiny and small. Already has the pinion gear installed. It's got banana plugs. Don't really like that. Banana plugs. I mean, we really honestly could cut these and just solder it right to that. Make it shorter. Which we might do that in the future, but as of right now, we're just going to install it how it is. This thing is very small, like very compact. It is an outrunner motor, so that's pretty cool. It feels smooth, feels very smooth. Here it is next to a micro Komodo. Here it is next to a hobby wing motor. Night and day difference next to a Komodo. Here it is next to a stock SCX24 motor. Here it is next to a Little Guy Racing Predator motor. Comparison's done. So we don't have a build that we're going to throw this on. My end goal is I want to get a stock SCX24 and then start throwing all these parts on it. So as the series goes on, I want to basically have a bone stock car and then just install these parts on it and eventually have a SCX24 built with nothing but cheap parts. So that's the end goal. So as for right now though, we're just going to throw it on this. I'm having some technical difficulties with the motor that's in this now. I can't really tell you much information, but we're just going to throw it in this and hope for the best. Like I said, it's supposed to bolt up right to a stock transmission, and this is 100% stock. So I'm going to install this now, and I will let you guys know if I have any issues. I'm impressed. It fits. 2 screws to get this cover off. You take the wheel nut off, take the gear off, motor out, motor in, gear on, done. Fit perfect. No issues. Perfectly in there. Meshed up perfectly, no issues. So far, I'm impressed. Let's get this thing in the car right now because I want to try it. Got the motor installed with the transmission. Everything's good. Everything's in. So we're going to continue this journey. I already plugged in the banana plugs, and like I said, this thing is so long. I'm going to cut it here and cut it over here. I'm just going to solder them together just so this is a lot shorter to clean up a little bit, but motor's in, transmission's in. Impressed so far. So at this point, I'm going to plug everything in and then just kind of operate it and see how it works. Something's not happy. Okay, with further investigations, my gear mesh was way too tight. So, got the gear mesh handled. Boy, let me tell you. Wow. Wow. So you guys can experience this. Hopefully you can see. Look how slow. Barely on the throttle. And it's relatively quiet. Full speed. Look at that thing. Holy cow. It's only jumping around because I'm dragging those wires, but this thing's pretty smooth. Alright, let's finish up the install now that I know that it works, and then we'll see you at the end. Alright, after some soldering and finagling and a whole bunch of zip ties, we have a complete running car. So I did end up cutting the banana plug section out of the motor wire, just because it was way too long. So cut the banana plug, shorten this plug very much, and I shortened the ESC side, so it's just nice and short, perfect, you know. Did not shorten any other wires. I'll get to that later. I just wanted to get this thing done and up and running. So this is the final result. Super happy on how this turned out. Like, I mean, 20 bucks. Look how slow that is. Barely on the throttle. Super low down control. Not much else to say. Like, it's smooth. It's got good control. I don't know if you can tune this, maybe, but straight out of the box, this thing performs really well. So far, so good. It is looking very good. We're gonna just mess around on the crawler tracks a little bit, get used to this system, and just give it a good test, see how it is. Make sure you stay tuned for the end of the video to see if you should buy this or not. I do want to say it is a 5,000 kV motor. It scoots pretty good. Obviously, I'm doing burnouts, but moves pretty good. Oh. Little save there. Oh, not bad. So right there, I don't know if you noticed, it did, I don't want to say cog, but it kind of stuttered a little bit. I don't know if it's just because I was kind of bound up a little bit, but not too bad. It's smooth. I'll give it that. It is pretty smooth. Nice throttle control there. let's talk about some business here. We're going to try to break this up into a couple categories. I mean, it sounds better in my head, but we're just going to talk about it. Ease of installment, 10 out of 10. Literally, probably the easiest brushless system I've installed. You take the cover off, you take the spur gear, 2 bolts, motor out, motor in, spur gear back on, done. You don't need to take anything else apart. It bolts right to the stock motor mount plate. Ease of installment, 10 out of 10. Ease of use, another 10 out of 10, because you plugged it in and that was it. No tuning needed. I did have a little issue with the gear mesh, but that was my fault. I just kind of ran them in. Just don't over tighten the screws. If you have a brushless system, you kind of understand that. You can't crank them down in the motor mount or it'll kind of put pressure weird and be weird, whatever. So don't over tighten the bolts. But now I forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, ease of installment. No, ease of use. 10 out of 10. No ifs, ands, or buts. I did notice when it got bound up just slightly, it kind of cogged and kind of just skipped like a little judder. I know some of my Fury Techs do that also. You really have to get them bound up. This kind of, it shouldn't have done it, but also it's a $20 brushless system, so I'll let that slide a little bit. Normal crawling, it's fine, but if you kind of bound it up or get a lot, like a restriction on it, it's gonna like feel like it's cogging, but not enough to where it's not drivable. I'm trying to think of something else that's bad with this thing. All right, I'll say it. The wires are too long. It's not hard to trim the wires and solder them. It makes it more cleanliness, makes it cleaner look. It's really not that bad. Yeah, it took like 2 weeks to get here, but for 20 bucks, I'll take it. It's definitely worth paying the money for, obviously, in the States products, and 2, you get the customer support. This, you're kind of just buying it and that's it. You're not going to get any support. You're not going to get any feedback from the company because I don't even know if it's branded. I just literally found the listing on eBay, straight from China, and just bought it. So if I have any issues with it, I just throw it away. So there's always that gamble. Maybe I just got a really good one. Maybe the next one that I buy or someone else buys one, it's not going to be as good. I don't know. I can't guarantee that. I did buy this with my own money, so I can say whatever I want. Even if they send it to me, I say whatever I want. Overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. I can't tell you to buy this, but if you're looking for something dirt cheap and decent and you don't mind waiting, go ahead, get one. I hope you guys enjoyed this little series that I'm going to start. If you have any product that you want me to buy before you buy it, leave a comment down below. I'll happy to buy it, try it out, and let you guys know how it is. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You know I enjoy reading through all your feedback. Catch you guys in the next video.